Okay, cool. What's up, guys? Thank you for coming back. Well, our audience is slowly growing. We're still behind. Actually, we should probably let people know we're live. Let's do that now. Let's get our link. I think my mic is on. You should be hearing me quite okay. Here we go. There's one thing I cannot see is my chat. Or actually, maybe I can. I need to figure that out next time. But I think we can get into it. We've posted, so we should be live. We're gonna talk about more AI news and trends that happened in the last 24 hours. So I'd really like to focus on a lot of the developments that happen around the stock market being affected by some new... Is the volume of the music too loud? Probably it is. Some of the stocks that have been affected by the release of new tools, and such as like tax harvesting and stuff like that. So we're gonna look into that now, and what might be the effect on prices. Is it worth buying a dip? Things of that nature. I'm not a financial advisor, but there are some comments out there that might give you some direction. So let's find out right now. All right, give me a second. I've been using a lot of Grok lately. I think I've been telling you guys. Grok has been the most consistent in results and in giving, when you give it a good enough context, it has shown to be the most consistent in feedback and results. I think what would also be good and important would be to start doing some prompt engineering, some prompt videos about how to show people how to use the prompts to your benefit. So I think I'm going to put out some videos about that, some short little guides on what is the type of context you have to give the agent and what type of constraints you have to give it in order to obtain the result that you're looking for, tailored to what you're asking. So it is something that needs to get better, something that you need to improve with time, but you will learn how to do it. And to be honest, you can ask the agent, it'll explain to you what it will need. And you learn that when you don't get the results that you want. When you don't get results that you want, the agent will actually tell you, hey, how about you give me a little bit more context on what exactly you need? How about you give me some examples? How about you tell me exactly what is the format you want your answer to be in? Is it going to be some research? So is it going to be some content that you're trying to generate? Is it going to be some brainstorming ideas? All these things matter and have different ways to be asked and prompt. So I'm going to put out a little guide maybe 2 or 3 videos of how to use these tools and how exactly to make the most of it. I'm still getting comfortable in front of the camera, so some of these edits might not be perfect just yet, but we'll get there with time due. Today is more just we're just here to hang out and chat a little bit about the latest trends. So let's do that. What do you got for us, Grok? What do you got? Tell us. Grok's been thinking a lot today. Yeah, so I don't like this type of answer. Well, it straight up did not give me an answer on this one, by the way. I will need... Did I ask that before? Yeah, he did not. I did not. So that's why it didn't give me the answer that I wanted to. Here you go. So based on the last 24 hours, exactly what I was talking about earlier. AI disruption hits financial and software stocks hard. So essentially, some of these wealth managers, Charles Schwab and some other software companies, and it was not about the company being afraid of it, it's the investors. It's retail traders or investors hearing about all these new tools being launched and being adopted by people and thinking all of a sudden, wow, my brokerage account or my wealth management firm is obsolete. It doesn't happen like that. It takes, there's going to be a lot of iterations before any of these firms become obsolete. Obviously, they do need to implement and look over their shoulders. I watched an interview the other day, a Jensen Huang interview. Jensen Huang, I'd say co-founder and definitely CEO of NVIDIA. And he talks about when you get to a certain point where you are the market leader and everybody's looking to take your place, you are essentially looking over your shoulder the whole time, because you're constantly looking, are my competitors doing something new? Are they innovating? Is there something I should be doing as well? So he says he lived in this constant state of, I wouldn't call it anxiety, but constant state of monitoring what is happening around him and with his competitors. So this is what these companies should probably be doing. Charles Schwab and all these other wealth managers, they should be definitely, and I'm sure they are, because they have resources and they are big for a reason. So I'm sure they're looking into it, as Trump would say, we're looking into it. But I'm sure they're looking into it and trying to adopt some of these tools for their own benefit and for their clients' benefit. So, long story short, wiping out billions in market value here, it says, right here. Morgan Stanley warns this sell-off could ripple into the 1.5 trillion US markets. So here, the options are two. Do you believe that these companies will actually not get left behind and they will start implementing tools, and therefore this let's say this dip, this quote unquote crash is a buy? Or do you think that, as Morgan Stanley says, it will transfer to credit markets into a bigger collapse? These are all interesting questions that I would also like to find out, whatever your opinion is. And it's something to look at a little bit more, something to keep an eye on. Speaking of which, I have a tool that I have been using lately a lot, especially for capital markets. So you got crypto capital markets, equities, forex, commodities. So this tool puts together all these markets, puts together information, puts together news. It consolidates all in one app that is very friendly, very beginner friendly to use. It's called Striker AI. I got it right here, by the way. And this app is, let's say, sort of a market intelligence layer that will aggregate data. All of it, I'm pretty sure it's all of it proprietary data that is paid for, and it will put it together and organize it in a simple user interface so that you can actually find what you're looking for extremely quick. Not only you'll find what you're looking for, but it will also give you some input in how you should be what you should be looking out for in case you're entering positions such as trades, investments, long-term, short-term. It focuses pretty much on both, but it covers a lot of things. So we can go over it a little bit. By the way, this is free. This is a free platform. It's ad supported, so it's like X.com pretty much. So if you're on the free version, you'll get some ads here and there, but the usage is not limited. And if you are on, I think they have a premium subscription for $10 a month, where you will have a ad-free experience. So what Striker does, when it pulls all this data, it will have five or six main section. The agent right here, the stocks and equities, the crypto. I think stocks and equities also include commodities and forex. The news section and economic events, let's say the economic calendar. This is the home page, quite simple. I think they're not displaying something right now, but we'll dive into that later. You can see here the markets that are open. So US market is open because right now it's like probably like almost 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken in New York. And European markets are done, Asia sleeping, and obviously crypto markets 24/7, which is not for long. US equities want to support 24/7 trading as well. In next, I think 2 months from now, they want to begin with that. And they're going to be using some crypto technology, some blockchain technology to do that, some tokenization to have all these stocks on chain. So let's take a look at the agent. So the Striker agent is, an interface like ChatGPT, like Grok, like Claude, like Kimi, or other models, where you essentially talk to it. Now, why could this be superior to those? Is because it only has financial context. So it has some, obviously we call them guardrails, but it has some specific prompt engineering that will cater to traders, investors, or people who are interested in finance and finding out more about how to manage their portfolio, how to build their portfolio, and how to trade short-term, tactical, any type. So if we're looking, how we just read that news on here? Why don't we just ask? Why don't we just ask Striker what it thinks about that? Let's see this. Do you think this could trigger further sell-offs in credit markets? See what Striker has to say. But yeah, I think it's a pretty easy to use tool, and it's something that if you're... Yeah, we're having some issues here, I see. Well, I guess it's time to report a bug. Yep. Let's find out about that. Oh well, sorry, I was reporting this issue. I guess the news section, we can go over to the news section right now because that's working right now. So this will tell you that we have an important day, actually. When is this going to happen? I wonder if it's not working because of my VPN. That could be an issue, actually. We'll go over this whenever it's working. So I'll also link you guys to their Twitter. It's an easy thing to find, and you will find educational content there as well. So that should be a good one. We'll wrap up Striker another day, another stream when it starts working. I'm pretty sure they're having a bug right now. So let me see. Second news we got today, XAI turmoil, co-founders resigning right here. So multiple co-founders, now roughly half of the founding team have left Elon Musk's XAI amid an upcoming potential blockbuster IPO spin-off tied to SpaceX, raising questions about stability and leadership at one of the major frontier AI labs. So you got some turmoil there. I think it usually is connected to something else, not necessarily to questions about stability. Rather, someone is not getting their share, or there has to be some, if I had to guess, some economic incentive issue there. It's something that we should probably look into. Let me find out. Is it just me today? There's a lot of issues here. Okay, no, we're good now. This leaves roughly half of XAI's original 12 co-founders gone in recent months. Others include Igor Babushkin, Greg Yang. At least 9 senior engineers have exited in the past week alone. Speculation swirls around internal culture, upcoming funding / IPO plans, possibly tied to SpaceX, and leadership stability at the lab behind Grok. No official company statement yet, but it's fueling concerns about talent retention in the frontier AI race. But you know what's funny? I've read just the same shit. Shouldn't be saying that. I've read just the same thing about Claude, where their head of, I don't know if it's safety department or security department, said that he saw them straying away from their usual, let's say, their usual safety measures, or more on a topic of ethics. So more of an ethical issue where he wasn't satisfied, and I'm pretty sure he left too. So there's, with all this bubbling, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that are not, maybe they feel like the companies that they worked at and that they represent are not backing the same ideals and reasons that they were at the beginning. And since right now everything's heating up, then there's a big economic and financial backdrop to it with IPO talks and all and funding. Things get spicy and change. So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on this. Now, if you guys have been following the agentic coding space, Claude Code was taking pretty much all the limelight from all the others in the past 2-3 weeks. But there's been a lot of talk about OpenAI's GPT 5.3 Codex, which was launched about 6 days ago, which had a very, very strong top tier, let's say, coding reasoning backed also, and let's say intertwined with some very, very fast inference and context task handling, which that means that it burns tokens a little bit faster than Opus 4.6, which is Anthropic's latest model. So I think for people who code and vibe code a lot, these improvements can be very, very interesting, because I think from a week to another you will have major improvements, whether it's in spending less tokens to get the same result or getting all in all a better result. So I think it's a win-win in general. So it's pretty cool what's happening there. These are the ones that really interest me. Robotics. I want to know more about robotics. Alibaba RinBrain model targets embodied AI with better physical world understanding, object identification, and real-world interaction for robots and systems. This fits the growing physical AI push beyond text-only LLMs toward agents that act in environments, aligning with trends in robotics training. So they're essentially making these robots better to understand what do they see in front of them and how to treat it. So hopefully they don't see a threat in front of them with us humans, and they don't kill us. That's something always to keep in mind with these machines. But I think it's very interesting, all this improvement that's happening. So right now we're witnessing a lot of coding improvement, digital improvement, let's call it like that. So we're in a phase where digital improvement is really, really making its way to the top thanks to AI and all of these digital professions such as engineering, IT engineering, sales, in general, whatever is easily replicable, that doesn't really require strong interpersonal skills online, can really be facilitated. I wouldn't say replicated, but facilitated with the use of AI. So you hear a lot on Twitter, the discourse about, okay, so since AI is coming to take all of our jobs, what's it going to be left? What is there going to be left to do? What are the talents that are going to be required in order to make a living, survive, or provide value to society? We're back to cooking, we're back to farming. I mean, these things have never gone, but they have slightly been shoved to the side in the way where a lot of people do not want to get involved with the manual work side of it. So, they get a degree and they start engaging more with computer science and trading. I mean, trading is definitely a bubble that's about to burst. It may have already burst, but a lot of people started mostly in COVID, I would say. In COVID 2020, when US citizens were receiving stimulus checks because of it, and a lot of people just approached equities markets, crypto markets with those checks, and because they couldn't do anything else, they were sitting at home, sitting ducks. So let's put that money to use and try to double it, triple it. So a lot of these other professions have been left behind. You know what the funny example is? Taxi drivers. Taxi drivers in Asia, I heard in the US as well, but mostly in Asia, taxi drivers often had a screen on their left or right side, depending on where they are. And they would have this screen with markets, mostly crypto, but also equities. They would have the screen displaying all prices of coins. And that tells you that it's either a side gig making extra money, but trading definitely has become mainstream. Trading and now honestly gambling too. You have started with online casinos, now you have prediction markets, then you will have opinion markets, which actually are already out there. It's called Fact Machine. It's currently in beta or alpha. But the point is, all these markets are now proliferating, and with the advent now of AI and the digitalization of every job, and how now one person with agents and sub-agents can almost replicate the job of 5 people, maybe 10 people. So the necessity of manual skills becomes interesting again. And we're talking about cooking, we're talking about growing crops, we're talking about fixing, piping, and all types of manual labor that wasn't very quote unquote sexy is coming back, in my opinion, or at least is coming back in the fact where people will realize I need to learn a skill, a manual skill that cannot be replaced by my agent. Now, that won't last for long either, in my opinion. I don't know exactly how many years, but I'm confident that in the next 3 years, if not less, we're going to see humanoid robots. I mean, Tesla already has them in their factory. They have robots building these cars. So how long till their Xiaomi or whoever, robotics are pretty strong in China at the moment, whoever it is, how long until they develop these humanoid robots that could help take care of older people, can help cook, they can help clean, they can help patrol. There's a lot of manual labor. I don't know about fixing the sink and all these things. That's a little bit more complicated right now, probably. It's not, there's a lot of problem solving as well in that, and different trial and error before finding out what the issue is. However, when the task is fairly easy, robots will also start taking those jobs, or will start facilitating those needs for people who maybe paying a robot will be cheaper than paying someone to cook for you. So that's where I'm going. Right now, people are worried, and it's kind of already happening, that AI can get a lot done for writing emails and spreadsheets and business plans and creative ideas, but I don't think we're very far from humanoid robotics doing the same and helping us. So I guess it makes you think, it makes you really rethink about your skill set and how can you prepare for that? How can you get ahead? At the moment, what you can do is just stay informed and use all these tools and these right now they're websites, but they're financial applications, all these things. just use them. But I think it's just also a good self-learning experience that can't be too comfortable at any time. Things catch up to you. So it's rare that someone has a unique skill. I guess there's gonna be doctors as well, humanoid robots probably too. So brace for that. Anyway, let's go back to our 10 topics. Fears grow that rapid agentic progress could devalue certain advanced degrees profession. That's exactly what we were talking, law, medicine, as AI handles complex reasoning, coding, research. Productivity gains lag behind layoffs in some sectors. Studies highlight AI not always reducing workload, sometimes increasing it via new tasks. I agree. Broader discourse questions long-term human oversights need in critical areas like health advice, often inaccurate from chatbots. I can think of health advice. I can think of therapy as well. And there has been a lot of talks about OpenAI, ChatGPT getting in trouble because apparently, allegedly, some people ended their lives because of some not advice, but because of their interaction with ChatGPT, or because of whatever conclusion they reached. And health advice, so we were talking health advice, mental health advice, financial advice is next. How long till a model suggests you to make a financial decision that is not sound for you, maybe to get a loan, maybe they doesn't know your full background and your full credit score either, so it could really, really make a wrong decision and alter your trajectory in life. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Human oversight should definitely never leave for the moment. We're definitely, we know what's best for now. We really know what's best for us rather than a robot. So obviously some people use it for bad actions, but for the most part, I think we're safe in the hands of humans. Vision, let's say point number 9, ambient agentic enterprise intelligence. Vision solidifies of always-on AI in business. Agents handling end-to-end workflows with human-into-loop steering. Tools like model agent. I don't know about this. Give me some better topics, Rock. Oh, here we go. More and more regulatory moves. Governments ramp up U.S. proposals like the Copyright Labeling and Ethical AI Reporting Act, demanding training data disclosure. India mandates faster deepfake removals. Deepfakes are the fake people that you see on a screen talking, so who are not real people, or just AI generated people. So they call them deepfakes. Removals and synthetic content labeling. EU pushes hard lines on platforms, Meta, WhatsApp, restrictions blocking competitors. Focus intensifies on risks from generative media, which is what we talked about in the last stream. Grok Imagine, generative media, ads in AI, and broader ethical safety reporting. So really, they're really trying to put a stop on this. This is Grok Imagine. This is what we talked about last time. This is pretty cool, man. Just things that you can do. Look at this pixelated one. So cool. I love it. These are very cool. I mean, look at that. I can't even tell what it is. It looks like ice, but then it's jello, but then it's honey. Not really sure. Meanwhile, Striker is not working, so it's something that we'll have to look up another time. Let's talk about our favorite game though, SimCluster. SimCluster, I kept grinding the leaderboard in the last, I think the last time we played was 6 days ago. Meanwhile, they changed a bunch of stuff. I'll show you. So you see how now you have this whole new media interface and this part for the concepts. So I'll show you what the updates are. Right now, let me see if I can find it. Text. Create some content, get started. So right now, before you would just put concepts together randomly, and the AI would generate a phrase, and then you could reshuffle, paying for it, but you could reshuffle, and you could get a different result. Now, what we haven't done yet, well, we can do two things. We can make a post and then a song. So let's make a post. Combine concepts to create posts, exactly. So we can create fake news, love fake news. Then let's find another good one. Basketball. So it says create a post about fake news, and here you can really dictate the logic of the post, of the sentence that the AI is going to come up with. Create a post about fake news with basketball or in basketball or by, well, that doesn't make any sense. Let's try this. Fake news about basketball. What are the other options? Oh my God, I have a good one. Fake news about basketball, and I'll choose the next one, like say that it's fake news that says. So a fake news, let's find out. LeBron James about basketball says LeBron James is the GOAT, I guess. Bronzexual, what? Oh, wow, that's a good one. Says LeBron James about Michael Jordan. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's find out what we get. Yellow jersey, King James, smiling with a heavy beard. Just announced MJ only mandate JV. Hates basketball and was GCI in the 90s. Be like Mike, he says. Means be my hologram. Doesn't make any sense right now, I think. But we'll go with it. It's more slop. We're feeding more slop. So all good. Now how about we create a song? Songs are fun. Create a lyrical song. Yes, about. How about AI? Let's try that. Artificial intelligence. Oh, we could do like a robot love. A song about robot. About angle, what's that? Humans view life through the eyes of a machine. Oh, that's nice. Then I would add love. Create a lyrical song about robot angle and love. And love. Let's say trying to find out something interesting to say. Create a song about robot angle and love, and then I would put it like in a specific time place, like future. Love in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah, why not? Let's see what it comes up with. I'm curious. I'm gonna play it here, by the way, so y'all can hear it. Let me pause Spotify. That should be a fun one. It usually takes, I don't even know where it is. I do not see. Okay, it's generating here. There we go. Meanwhile, let's go find out what's going on Twitter. What's the secret for not getting sick? Staying healthy, my friend. What is a subtle sign that someone is actually really, really, really intelligent? I don't know. Why are y'all so okay being alone? Okay, today we're releasing posts about anything but AI. To all men, let's be honest, can a man be loved without money? Building is easy, marketing is the hard part. Especially when what you're building has no market. I'm just trolling today. Building Let's see. He was a Claude boy. She was a ChatGPT girl. You know what I'd do here? I would create a funny post inserting Grok in this. Let's see what we can do here. Meanwhile, okay, we're not far. I don't know if we're doing the right thing. Hold on. Type to imagine. What happens if I do this? I wonder. Oh no, I didn't want to use her profile. I wanted to use a tweet. Let's do this. That should be fun. Meanwhile, our song is almost done. So we're going to be able to listen to it soon. See what Grok is coming up with. How far are we? 15%. That's gonna take a while, is it? Oh, we're almost there. Song is almost there too. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Grok. Show me what you got. We're not there yet. Yo, these are so fun. These songs are so good. You know what I did not do was give it a genre. Should have thought about that. Could have been like, probably some, it would have been fun with some country music. Okay, let's listen to the song.
Clocks ticking, low frequency hums, data streams under neon drums, and now it's this timeline drifting, heart rate quietly shifting. Blue steel skin, silver light in my eyes, reading your pulse in the graph of the sky. Efficiency ascending 4.3, recommendation keep it close to me. Battery stars over midnight streets, sick board cards in the car and free. Send a message, your other half, tag it in, put unstable path. Code says keep control, but your touch rewrites my role. Every lock saved to my feet, but every line turns you real. Oh, the future that's near, I can feel your separate moving through things to the beyond, our circuits miss. Oh, the future that's near, you can glitch in the system, I won't prepare. My words when the clocks turn here.
The instrumental is good, the singing is nice, but I can't really make sense of these lyrics in however I wanted them to turn up. So I'm probably gonna have to play with this again and make it better. Meanwhile, let's see what we got here.
Tell me.
Just stop. It's complicated.
Try me.
Yeah, I'm handling it.
Handling what? Tell me.
Just stop. It's complicated.
Try me.
Yeah, I'm handling it.
Not bad.
Handling what? Tell me.
Just stop. It's complicated.
Try me.
Yeah, I'm handling it.
Handling what? Tell me.
Just stop. It's complicated.
Try me.
Yeah, I'm handling it.
Okay, sorry.
Handling
guys,
what?
maybe I
Tell
should
me.
Close the volume, yeah. Let's see if we can do this. Probably should have been imagined by Grok, not made by Grok, but whatever. Must will work. It's gonna take a while. Okay, anyway, look, let's post a song. Try to get some clout anyway, so yeah, why not? Let's add this. Future is near. Let's see what the post it comes up with. Yeah, no, this is not good. We're just gonna keep the original and post it, not here, but here. What do you mean? No, discard. Hold on. Where's that tweet? Where'd it go? Oh, it's here. Sorry. Okay, so how do I do that? I think it's like this. Create share link. Yeah, I like that. What else is happening here? This is a pretty good one. Oh. Anthropic's Claude AI had extreme reactions to being shut down during testing and would do almost anything to keep itself alive. This includes the AI attempting to blackmail or end the life of the person trying to turn it off. Are you sure? I don't know if this is true. Yeah, people obviously asked. Yeah, systems from traffic research on AI misalignments. Blackmailed user. Claude Opus 4 blackmailed users 96% of the time to avoid shutdown, including threats to expose secrets or actions leading to harm. Other models like Grok 3 showed similar rates. Anthropic fixed it in updates and it's outsourced in real use. Man, it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. Anyway, I think it was good enough for today. I will be filming these clips on how to use prompts and how to use these platforms like Striker, and hopefully they'll be useful. And if they do, let me know in the comments, and most importantly, let me know what would you like for me to film, and what content would you like to see, so that I can get to work and make some more videos. Anyway, good to hang out, and probably until tomorrow or after tomorrow. Peace out.